hockey here.
I was like, I don't think St. Louis has a basketball team, friend. I think you're mistaken. Okay.
Whatever the fuck.
All right. You watch hockey?
I mean, it was on the day before.
Oh, that's very white of you. Wow.
It was on the day before. Like, so when you
it was on the day, like you watched it?
Like it was on TV, so there was no final. So I mean,
okay.
the day before was, and then the day before that was, you know, the FIFA.
Oh, okay. And I ain't been watching that either, but.
I know. So I don't know why we getting into this shit.
I just wanted to congratulate the Raptors. Damn. Just good. Good job, boys.
Oh, one last thing. We didn't get to say this last episode either.
One last thing. We're about to leave.
Not one last thing, but
right.
We didn't even say rest in peace to John Singleton. I don't know.
Rest in peace, John Singleton. Which...
What's your favorite John Singleton movie?
Oh, I don't know. I kind of want to go with just Boys in the Hood, but I feel like it's just an easy go-to.
I would go with what's the other one?
Can I get a quick catalog check?
Not Boys in the Hood. Fuck. Menace Society.
Oh, that's pretty good too. Yeah, I feel like I need a list. Like I need a list to refresh my memory.
He has a few, yeah.
Yeah. But yes, no, rest in peace though.
Rest in peace, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going way too soon.
Oh, sorry, this is a bad transition. But first of all, round of applause for Mary J. Blige. For just being Mary J. Blige in general. Just like, what you making that face for?
No, I just want to see where you was going with it.
Well, no, because she's finally getting the flowers she deserves. Like, BET's giving her the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Right.
And I'm like, first, BET, hey, it's me, Malcolm. Listen up and listen good. So there's a couple things we need for this performance, right? So first, we need Mary to tribute herself. It's just what the fuck it is. She's very much in the same category of like a Prince or an Anita Baker, or like she needs to tribute herself. Like there's not a lot of people that can really do Mary justice. Somebody, I think it was Carrie. Oh no, it was Stevie from Him Podcast. Shout out to the Him Podcast. But Stevie was saying that Fantasia should sing, I think, No More Drama. What do you mean no? That would be great. Are you joking?
What does Fantasia do now? I haven't seen her in like
she does a lot of tributes. That's the problem. Fantasia's just a tribute girl, but allegedly there's a song coming out with her.
Oh, every 2 years?
Well, somebody dies every year, so we always get somebody.
I was trying to say every two. I knew.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry. All right, but allegedly there's going to be a song with Fantasia, Jasmine Sullivan, and Brandy, which I'm looking forward to that. But all right, fine.
When you had me, you said Brandy. I'm like, we really don't need this. We can skip this one.
Nah. All right, so the underdog on the song is definitely Brandy, but we're not going to discuss that because the Brandy Hive gets very upset when we talk about Brandy. But I'm just saying,
there's a hive for Brandy.
Oh no, Brandy got the stands. Like Brandy packs a show.
I know. And she be drinking on stage and shit.
It's not.
Or she be coming up drunk.
I don't know if it's drunk, but it just don't be good. Like she was at Apollo last year, and I was just like,
I saw something a couple.
What is?
How am I talking shit? I hate doing this.
You got me started. Now I can't stop. But anyway, that's not the point though. But yes, but like,
it wasn't good. I want my money back.
You paid to go see Brandy?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, I was like, why
would I do that?
What? All right. Anyway, that's not what we're discussing. Anyway, BET. I need y'all to get this right. Like, I understand sometimes you'll drop the ball.
They're supposed to give
Lifetime Achievement.
No, Humanitarian Award.
Oh, that's what I meant. I'm getting there.
So my boy, don't stop.
There. Yellow light. I'm getting there. Slow down.
Been there.
But yeah, so no, BET, I just need y'all to get this right. Y'all usually do. For the Humanitarian and Lifetime Achievement, y'all usually don't drop the ball on that. So please, just make sure y'all book the right people. Call all the Ratchet and Blues girls. Call the K. Michelles. Call the Keisha Coles. Like, call the ones that can really do this song justice with all the nasty grunts and runs. Okay? We need it. Amen. Thank you. And then Humanitarian is going to Nipsey Hussle, which, appropriate, yes. Very appropriate. Round of applause. Very appropriate.
Is it crazy that's still like... it's still like...
surreal to you?
Irks, still rubs the wrong way. But yeah.
He
pops up like literally every day on my timeline.
Oh, really? I mean, as we've discussed before, I was not the biggest Nipsey fan, so like I processed it a little differently than I think most of his fan base. But it is very odd though. It is still sometimes like, oh, this did happen. Like this man is not alive anymore. But yeah, it's very weird. Sidebar. I was talking to someone a couple of days ago, and they were like, oh, and I have a real weird memory for pop culture shit. And they were like, oh, blah, blah, blah. On the 25th, I'm doing something. And I was like, oh, that's the day Michael Jackson died. And I was like, oh shit, it's been 10 years since Michael Jackson died. Like, that shit flew by. Like, it does not feel like it's been that long.
How many years since Prince died? Has it been 5, 6?
Maybe like 4. I feel like Prince just died maybe 2016. I think he died in 2016. No, Whitney died 2012.
I know this is going to sound crazy, but
maybe
I felt
Prince
like...
was 16 or 17, but I think 16.
It almost felt like Prince was dead before he died, because it was like how...
Oh my God, what the fuck?
I'm sorry to say that, but I mean...
Yeah, you should be.
No, because he would only come up in like surprising spirits. Like
very mythological.
Like, oh shit, he's here. Is that really him?
You ever heard that story about Charlemagne and Prince?
Mm-mm.
So Charlemagne was, this is an old story, but he was telling it, he told it to Lizzo when she was on the Breakfast Club, because her and Prince worked together. But he's pretty much saying that one day Prince was up at iHeart and somebody was like, oh, like Prince is here. It was like 5:30 in the morning, some shit, super early. And Charlemagne was like, oh, I'm gonna go say what's up or whatever. So he like went to go say hi. You know, they spoke. He was like, can we take a picture? And Prince was like, no, I'm not really into pictures, but like, very nice to meet you. Like, very generous. What's what I'm looking for? Genuine about it. Woo! All right. Very genuine about it. So then Charlemagne was like, he snapped a picture as Prince was like walking away, but he was like levitating. It sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy. So he was like, he went back in the studio to show Envy, and he was like, he showed to Envy, and as he was showing him, the picture went black, and he never saw the picture like ever again. I did
hear this story.
And I was like, I believe it. Like, I believe Prince was like some weird mythological being. Like, he was not normal like the rest of us. Like, there's no way. You just can't be. Like, you just can't be. Like, it's crazy. But anyway, but no, 10 years since Michael Jackson died. Like, which is bonkers. That has been 10 years already. What the fuck? Do you remember you at when Michael Jackson died?
I woke up from a nap.
I feel like everybody remembers that day. Like, that's most people. Like, I remember most celebrity deaths where I was at, but like Michael Jackson,
it happened in July.
Michael
right?
and Whitney, June 25th.
Okay,
but Michael and Whitney, I would never forget.
I woke up from a nap and I was like, wow, this is so busy on TV. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And it was like tributes and shit. And I was like refreshing my phone. I was like, there's a lot going on.
Yeah. Well, damn, did you wake up at 9 p.m.? Because like, you must have woke up late in the day. Because at first it was like a lot of like confusion.
It was, yeah, I woke up from a nap. It was in the afternoon.
Well, it was an afternoon. I took a nap. Take a nap every day at 1 p.m. What you mean? Get your life. No, it's funny. I was on the bus coming home because I had an interview. Well, actually, I was doing summer youth that summer. And I was like interning for the MTA. I know, right? Yeah, no, I'll never forget it. I will never forget this day.
This nigga was like 10.
No, honestly, I was like 16 or 17. But I was on the bus coming from my first day orientation for summer youth. And
yo, stop saying that.
Summer youth, nigga, summer youth. At first, I don't lie about my age.
Yo, shout out to nigga that used to work summer youth. Yo, these kids don't got no jobs.
No, well, now they extended summer youth to like 24. Niggas be dumb grown working summer youth. I'm like, sweetie, you're not the youth. Like, you are middle aged. Like, you are grown. That's no shade to anybody that's doing summer youth. You have to stop me. I have to stop. All right, anyway. Yeah. What I am saying is,
yo, but what the fuck do these kids be doing after during the summer?
Robbing us on the 2 train.
No, these
slicing faces.
No, for real, these kids.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
There's been a couple episodes I've meant to bring that up, but it's funny. Like, they don't have. There's like no middle ground. There used to be like an operation. Like, you graduated, you went to prom, you graduated, or you graduated.
Yeah.
Then it was like, go get your fucking, at 16, get your little paper.
Your green card? Not your green card, but
your working
papers. Green, yeah. Green,
your working papers.
Yep.
And then they used to be like, all right.
Working papers. Yes, that's definitely what they're called. Holy shit, I've heard that in mad
Remember that used to be this shit?
Yeah. You had to go to the guidance counselor for
it?
Yeah.
And then you could get like a job. There's like no middle ground. What the fuck do kids do in between?
Because you can't even get a job now until 18. Like, you can't.
So what are they doing?
Robbing us. Going to prom and Bugattis and shit. It's too much. It's showtime, folks. It's showtime. But yes, what was I saying? Prince, Michael Jackson. So I'm on the bus, and I'll never forget it. We was passing the BBQs on Livingston. Like, I remember this vividly.
Malcolm, and I'm sitting at BBQ.
Always near BBQs. What you doing after this? No, so I'm sitting in the back row of the bus, and this woman gonna turn to the whole bus and gonna say, "Y'all heard Michael Jackson died?" well, bitch, if I didn't hear then, that's not how I want to hear about Michael Jackson dying. So at first people were like, what?
She was probably surprised nobody was like talking about it.
I mean, yeah, but like, let me find out my own time.
It's so, like when you on like the train, like you didn't hear that a plane crashed into the building.
Whoa.
That happened the other day. You would have wanted to know about it.
I saw right there on the news, 47th Street, right here, right down the block from us.
But if
crazy.
you was right there on the bus,
yeah. But yes, we'll never forget where I was there when Michael Jackson died. Then of course, like went home, turned on like CNN and like all that type of other shit.
I feel like it was early in the day because it was still daylight out, and I was like,
well, it was like 4:00 here, right. 1:00 like LA time,
and I was
it was like it was early in the day over there, but like later in the day here. So
it's like, why are these people in the street?
Actually, maybe earlier than 4:00.
It was earlier. It was
maybe like 2 p.m. here. So like 11 a.m. there.
I took a nap. I'm telling you.
I forgot. Yes, your 1 p.m. nap. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Bernard. Oh, that's your new old man nickname.
Bernard?
You Bernard. I'm Gwendolyn. And then we can have like the Adventures of Bernard and Gwendolyn on YouTube.
Can you point, Mr. B is my name.
Mr. B.
Mr. B.
Mr. B and Mrs. G? That's not as fun.
Nah, it's just Mr. B and with Geraldine.
Gwendolyn. Geraldine. No, Gwendolyn. All right, what else do you have to discuss? I am slowly falling off the rails.
Yo, what do you feel? How do you feel, since we talking about these old ratchet motherfuckers, how do you feel about Jason Mitchell getting booted from the Chi?
Who is Jason Mitchell? Oh, yes. You know what? What I will say about that story is that I don't know much about it. I've only known what Wendy has told me via Hot Topics.
Shit.
So, like, I don't know. I mean, it's just how I know the story. Like, It's just how she talked about it a couple weeks ago. I mean, if you and your creep shit, you gotta go.
I felt it coming though.
See, I didn't know about any of this.
So Jason Mitchell is a young man who played Eazy-E on
Straight Outta
Compton, and he also plays. I don't. What's his name? I forgot his name. He plays on the Chi.
I don't remember either.
I forgot now. Damn.
Not remember. I don't know.
You know how you remember somebody from a show and you like, damn, this motherfucker's always in character. So ever since I seen him in that Eazy-E character, I was like, he don't turn this shit off. Like,
okay, that's very interesting. That's about Jamal Woodard, the guy that played Biggie,
and
like he's always a nigga, like always a nigga.
And the reason why I saw it because he did an interview. Talking about Jason Mitchell, I seen him on the Breakfast Club with Charlamagne. I'm like, he don't tone down a little bit. Like,
I'm assuming Pride told her this stuff. Yeah.
Prior to these allegations.
Right. Okay.
And I was like, he doesn't like. Someone's always feeling themselves. Where you're like, all right, get out of your own head in your space because you're going to be a problem. So I was like, I don't like him that much. Mm-hmm. Just the way
I don't know anything about him except that he's on the Chi. So
allegedly he's been removed from all of his jobs and
well, not allegedly.
Oh well,
he's out of there.
He's been removed from all of his jobs for some sexual harassment allegations, which haven't been confirmed or he has been found guilty of yet, but he has been removed
with his co-star, which makes it even more messy because it's like, it's one thing to be terrorized in general, like harassment wise. Sorry. I saw Busta Rhymes the other day.
Yo, Malcolm is drinking, y'all.
So random.
He just cut his own statement off to let me know that he's still.
I don't know why I was talking about Tonic Bar, but like so random. Like Busta Rhymes' neck was way too fat. I was like, sir, you got to lay off the roids. But Busta Bust, like that's our guy. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. What I was saying was, this man on the show. So, the fact that it was his co-star that he was like sexually like. Not assaulting, but like harassing makes it, I don't want to say 10 times worse because that like diminishes like, it makes it seem like if it's not in the workplace it's better. But the fact that you have to work with this person every day is just, it's way more than it should have been in the first place. But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think any type of sexual harassment is always like terrible. Or just like any work situation where you have to feel uncomfortable is terrible.
I mean, nobody wants to come to work and feel uncomfortable, but it's like the fact that it was so intertwined and the fact that she had like told like producers and like the showrunners and all these people like executives and shit that this was happening, and everybody was kind of just like, well, we'll see what happens. So
I was just trying to think of another situation with that. Something similar, but
I mean, because even this thing with Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh, that's what it was. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
as you were saying that. Sorry to cut you off.
No.
Bill Cosby warns Harvey Weinstein about settling with accusers. So that was the second.
But Bill Cosby didn't settle with accusers.
Yes, he did.
With who?
He was paying those women up ahead of time.
Oh, okay, right. I'm thinking like after the court.
No, before that. So recently, Harvey Weinstein, I think, settled about $40 million with some of his settler. I mean, well, through insurance, not just out of his pocket, but some of his accusers. I think, I don't know, the span is. Hold on. $44 million.
Oh, wow. Well, he got the coin now. It's not
through insurance to settle civil lawsuits with women who actually